Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. We don't have fog this morning here in Pittsburgh. It looks like it may be a beautiful day after all. Yesterday was rainy and we need that, We need that for the grass. My grass is starting to get all dried out. So it's all good. You have to have gloomy days once in a while. So good morning. And I guess everyone's sleeping in. We all need our rest, so I'm here for you when you need me. This is Sally D's Reality, Sunrise with Sally. I'm here every day between 6:30 and 7 now that the sun's not coming up till later. It used to be 6. But I'm here every day for Sunrise with Sally on Sally D's Reality. Check out some of my other parts of my channel. I have a variety of things. I don't have an exact niche. I don't have a niche, but good morning, Grandma Moore. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? Did you do your morning show already? I know Dean usually goes to that first and then he hops over here. Joey, good morning. Yes, I am much better today, Joey. Thank you for that. So means so much, Joey. You have a great heart, a great soul with lots of compassion. So I love you, Joey. Um, I am good. Hope you are well. Yes, I am. I am. It's a brand new day. Sometimes we have rainy days, cloudy days outside, and sometimes our minds, our hearts are kind of cloudy and sad too. But I'm better today. Good morning, Clara Jackson. Welcome. Hello, Jackson. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday, September 7th. 2025. The Lord gave me another day. I'm standing, I'm moving, I'm talking. So I'm just grateful for this day. It's a glorious day that God has given me, and I'm just so happy today. And this is it's going to be a good day. What are you going to do with today? Today's Sunday, the Lord's Day. Used to be that we didn't do anything on Sundays. It was a blue law. It was called a blue law, and none of the stores were open. Nothing. Everybody had to stay home or go to church and spend time with family. Is there any way that you can spend some time with your family or your kiddos? You know what? Because you know what? If you have little ones, you're going to blink and guess what? They're going to be grown and going to college. They're going to be wanting to borrow your keys to your car and taking off with their friends. I know my kids are 37 and 34. They're busy with their own lives, and I understand that. Day of rest, but we all busy now on Sundays. Yeah, but we can change it. Some of us can change that. We can slow down a little bit on Sunday, you know? Pray together. A family prays together, stays together, you know? Say the Our Father with your kiddos. You know, uh find something to do today that involves your family and the love that you have for one another. And give lots of hugs. Hugs are great. Hugs are good therapy. So, I hope you have someone in your life that can give you a hug. Uh, I love hugs. That's why I say if you hit the like button, that's like a big old hug. And That gets me through my day, for real. I really am so grateful. I remember nothing being open on Sundays, wish they would do that again. Yeah, and, even on Christmas and that, the people that work at the convenience stores here, we have Sheetz and Get-Go gas stations, and they all have to work every single day. Now, in my neighborhood, they're not 24 hours anymore, some of them because of, the outskirts of the neighborhoods, a little bit sketchy, so good morning, Jasmine, love. How are you? I'm so glad you came this morning. You could be sleeping in and you came here. Thank you so much for doing that. It means a lot to me. You can always go back to bed, right? You can always roll back over and go to sleep. But I need a moderator, so yeah. So what else are we doing? What else are we doing today? Sula. Hello. Thomas. Arizona. Oh, you guys have some wonderful sunsets. I'm all about the sunrise and the sunset. So, um, oh my goodness. Jasmine is doing her job here. Thank you, Jasmine. I love you, kiddo. You're the best. JB, hi. How are you? Where is this? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We get some good sunrises and some sunsets, but ooh, the Gulf Shores of Alabama. Good morning, Michelle. Sula, has anyone been to Colorado or Montana? I'm sorry to say I haven't, but when I was looking for teaching positions, I was looking out there. I have friends in Colorado, but I've never been there. I would love to do some traveling, but I got the boobalubas, the dogs. I don't trust anybody with them, especially Mr. Sassy Mouse Levi. What time is it here? It is 6:48, and I am running behind because you know what I did? Hi, Sula, Ireland. Oh, Ireland is so beautiful. I have my family's from there, but I've never been there because I'm half 50% Irish. My mom was all Irish, McCaffrey and Finnerty family. And but what I was doing, I came out the garage and remember that little feisty little deer that had her and her little kids eating up all my hostas? She was out there, but not in my yard because I sprayed that stuff so they won't come in my yard. Um, yeah, I want to go to Ireland too. Um, get an RV and travel. The dogs will love it. I don't know. They're pretty sassy. You hear how they howl, Grandma. Grandma Moore, you hear how they howl. How am I going to go anywhere with them? Um, so I come out the garage and across the street, a whole herd of deer. Yes. The mama and the 2 babies ran across the street. So I was trying to get my phone out to take, a video, and I'm running late, and I was like, "I gotta do this. I'm gonna put it on my next, video for you guys." Um, oh, my hubs just rolled out of bed there. Big D's place. That's my husband. "Good morning, everyone," he says. "Is Sedona in Arizona?" Sula would like to know. Thomas says, "I would go to Ireland and never come back." I don't know much about the weather there, but all I know is it's beautiful there. I had a friend, when she was younger, she went there and she had so many photographs of all the green, lush land. Oh, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. Grandma Moore says, "Good morning, Daryl." Yep, Daryl's out of bed. I usually um I usually have my 20 ounces of water because Ace, who comes on here, like, "Sally, you gotta drink your water." So I tried to start with 20 ounces, but I forgot that. Now my mouth is so dry. So, but that won't keep me from talking, guys. So you're not getting out of listening to me talk. Sedona is in Arizona. Okay, okay. But Arizona has some beautiful sunrise sunsets. One of the DoorDash is Fran. She lives in Arizona, and her and her daughter used to do these sunsets, but right before summer started, she said that was the last one for a while because it's just too hot for her kids to be out there. You know, I visited earlier in the year, Thomas, but was forgetting the state. OMG. Okay, Big D's place. That name. He just, changed his name. Yeah. Big D's place, his name is Big Daryl, and, my son is Little Daryl, but my son's not too little anymore. He's 37, he's a big guy, but, he had a, Daryl's DIY before, but he does a lot of things on there. He's a lovely cook and a baker. He loves to do that kind of stuff, Thomas, so he does a whole bunch of stuff. So he does a lot of building, and he's very, very, very good at art, and I told him he should do some, like, how to draw things because he used to come to my kindergarten, and the parents did not believe that the kids drew those, but he does step by step, you know? Yeah, it's like 1:14. Wait, oh, I missed some stuff because 'cause I'm talking. White Cliffs of Dover, England, has been my favorite place I traveled. I never got to travel anywhere out of, uh, the East Coast, except for when I moved to Idaho. That was different going through all those states. And the Basset hounds I had then was Ezekiel, Damien, and Gabriel. I still had Gabriel because Gabe's 10 now. They were so good in the car. But if I would take these 2 rugrats I have now, um, Levi and his sister Liberty, I wouldn't be able to stay in a hotel with them. Thomas, what would make you want to live in Ireland forever? Sula asked. I've just been in love with Ireland since I was a kid. Yeah, I like their accent too. My cousin came that still lives there, and her accent is, oh, it's so beautiful. I had a boy that moved to my class, and he was from England. I loved his accent. The first or second day he was in my class, he's like, "Who bloody signed me up for this class? I'm out of here." And he had his backpack. He had his backpack ready to go out the door, and I'm like, "Well, Rory, get back here." Oh, he was a character. He was a character. He wanted things his way or no way, you know? No way or the highway. Yeah. Kids are funny. I would go only if I could bring my 3 kids, AKA my Harley Davidsons. Oh, you would get along with my brother. My my other brother, the youngest one, he is all about Harley Davidsons. He goes to those bike fests, where are they in Florida or something? Is that Daytona? He goes somewhere every year that there's a bike thing, I don't know, and they all ride their bikes together. Um, yeah, I'm single, 41, and no kids. I would go. Yeah. Well, you have your Harley Davidsons. Do you have any pets, Thomas? Oh, Sturgis. Sturgis, Florida, Darrell, is that what it is? Where he goes? I don't know. He's always talking about motorcycles. I look at him like I'm listening, but it's just going in one ear and out the other. A lot of things do. No pets. It's not Florida? He goes to Florida and it's down, I don't know, he gets a picture with this girl in a bikini every year, the same girl who is a model for the motorcycles. A big one. It's red. That's all I know. It's in the Carolinas? No, he doesn't go to the Carolinas, Daryl. He goes, um, to Florida 'cause he takes Nick with him, his daughter. I met a Missouri man many years ago, and he comes to see me. I go to see him, and he plans to move here someday. Oh, yeah? Thomas is laughing. Nana, Yvonne, good morning, my love. How are you, my dear, dear friend? How are you doing? How did your, was that last Saturday that you had your granddaughters? How did that go? Was it fun? I'm sure it was. Nobody had a meltdown. Sometimes kids, when they're cranky, they have meltdowns. Oh, that's a different place he goes, Daryl. He goes to one in Florida too. It was fun. I bet. It gets real cold out there in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it does. And you know what? You can survive because last year we didn't have a furnace, so we had space heaters all over the place, and I was more worried about the, dogs than I did, ourselves because we didn't have the money to replace it, so we got one this year, so we'll be nice and toasty this year, and we got air conditioning too. Yeah, I've been to Scranton, yeah. Have you, Thomas? You've been to Scranton? You have family there? I could have bet money yesterday that it was gonna rain yesterday because every year when they have the twice a year, community garage sale, it rains every single time. I think one time it didn't. No, just always heard Joe Biden mention it. Oh, next weekend I have my 3-year-old oh, you have grandsons too? I thought you only had granddaughters. My neighbor across the street, the one with the tree, she has only grandsons, all boys. Everyone's a boy. Her daughter has twin sons and no girls over there. I posted pictures of him on my channel. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Nothing, Thomas. Let's be nice now. So the sunrise is looking pretty good today. You have 3 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. Wow. Um, so Sula, today is Sunday, and I'm telling you, I'm looking out here at the sunrise. Isn't that beautiful? I love when there's those puffy clouds, but the clouds, if you can see it on your camera, can you see the clouds moving? They're moving pretty fast, but it's like subtle on the camera. Um, what you make for breakfast this morning? Nothing. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Can you guys see on your camera how the clouds are moving? Because with my eyeballs here, I can see them and they're moving pretty fast and they're coming in. You know what's coming in? Some dark clouds. And I hope they're not rain clouds because sunny days always make me want to do housework. So maybe I'll get my house clean. I don't know. Um, it's a peaceful area. What time is it? It is almost 7. It's 1 minute to 7 o'clock in the morning, and nobody's up yet, and I like it. But my neighbor, I don't know if some of you heard me, um, the one day when she saw me at the grocery store, and she says, Sally, you're out there in the morning every morning. Who are you talking to? I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Patrick. And I said, I'm talking to my YouTube friends. And she's like, well, what are you telling them? I said, about the word of God. And we're just chit chatting. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Wonton. And she said, well, how many are there? And I said, well, sometimes there's 20. I mean, there's a whole bunch, but they come and go, you know. Talking to the world, tell her, are global. Yeah. But as I was talking to her, you guys are gonna laugh at me. This is how airheaded I am. I'm talking to her at the register. She's in front of me and everything. Because I said, ma'am, you forgot your sunglasses. And I said, oh, Carol, how are you? You know, and she turns around and I'm talking to her and I'm taking the stuff out of my grocery cart and I'm putting it in a bag. I'm not ringing it up. I'm just putting it in the bag. And I'm putting the bags in my cart. And I said, oh, I said, I didn't even ring this stuff up. She's like, I said, "Why didn't you say something?" She goes, "I didn't know what you were doing." So I almost been, I'm a klepto and I didn't know it, huh? Kleptomaniac. Good morning, Clint. How you doing there, handsome? How you doing? But it's like sometimes I'm so tired because I don't, yeah, free groceries, yeah, free hotel stay at the nearest jail, huh? Oh my goodness. So I don't know. Thank you, Jasmine. Ghostbot must have did something naughty because Jasmine, she got her wrench out and she's ready to zap them. That was a real quiet neighborhood. Yeah, it is. It's quiet. It is for the most part. It's mostly older people. We have a girl up the street that was a loudmouth, but I think she kind of grew up and now has a boyfriend and probably terrorizes their neighborhood. Matthew's here. God bless everyone. It's a great day. Matthew, your name means gift from God. You're from heaven. Yeah, that's my son's name, Matthew. I love that name. Um, you're okay? Just okay, Clint? Come on now. Is it beautiful out today where you are? You have to say, "Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's have a hit the like button." Thank you, Sula. Thank you. I need those hugs. Oh my gosh. I wasn't feeling too good last week because it was my best friend's birthday who passed away, and I'm feeling better now, you know? So it's a brand new day, and I'm going to get some things done. I'm trying to start a business because I'm disabled, so can't do a lot of stuff. I used to teach kindergarten, but I can't keep up with kiddos anymore. It's raining there. You're okay. I know you're in Pennsylvania like me, but what part of Pennsylvania are you in again? I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I miss, when you get older, even when you're younger, your friends start to pass away, and it's so hard because I don't think of myself as 60 years old. I'm still that kindergarten teacher, just raring to go in the morning, and I'm always, peppy like this and happy. And in fact, Joey the other day, he's like, "What's wrong?" He knew because I wasn't my normal self. Okay, you're 1 hour south. Well, thank you, Thomas. Thank you for subscribing. Um, I'm always happy to have somebody else in my family here. This is a community, and I love you guys. You know that. Watching the clouds pass over is so relaxing. Yeah. I often look to see if there's like little shapes in them, like animals and stuff, but those aren't the kind of clouds you can look at. Kindergarten Cop was one of my favorite movies growing up. Yes, sir. That big guy in there. But, yeah, my kindergartners, they would make me laugh. Oh my goodness. And, the only, weird thing about kindergarten was, at the end of the day when I change my clothes and I look on the back of my pants and all those hugs I get, I also get them wiping their noses off on my pants, because they always have runny noses, and, hey, why not just wipe it on Mrs. Davis's pants? Another funny thing is when they, tell you what their you know private things about their family. Oh my goodness. I had a hard time looking at their parents straight in the eye and like, oh, you know what your kid just told me? So yeah, looks like over here it's a little bit better here. Let me move this over. Don't get too dizzy, but look over here, guys. I think I'm gonna turn the table this way. Look over here. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? I'm gonna turn the table around here. Look behind me. I remember a kid one time being told he was going to have half brother or sister, and he asked which half. Oh my goodness. Look behind me here. You see that? Look at that. It's looking nice out there. Kind of looks like there's mountains back there, but there isn't. Oh, thank you. It gets bright in the sunshine, and when I blow dry it, it gets really red. It's okay. It's because I'm a firecracker. That's what my husband calls me. He's a little firecracker because I can get a little mouthy sometimes, like my dog, but I never shut up. So that's just me. I got my jean jacket on. I'm like Fonzie today. Put my collar up like Fonzie. Anybody remember who Fonzie was? Anybody know who Fonzie is? Sally, I got my glasses from a site called Furmu. I think it's the equivalent of the online shop you used, and they arrived. They are great. Oh, you got the toppers? Do they have, like, the same name of their glasses, Sulu? Like, do they have, like, the Casper, the Kirby? Because I have Kirby and Casper. Yes, Joey, happy days. I was, like, so in love with Scott Baio, Chachi. He has his own channel on YouTube now. Yeah. Fire fits fire pit. Yeah, we had a fire pit the last weekend. It was fun. There were so many people at our fire pit. It felt like we had, like friends over. It was so refreshing. I love that. So, You look like young from, I don't know. Good morning, Lulu. They have toppers, but I just went for the regular because I was not sure what I was doing. I wonder, you could probably get toppers for it. I like the plants. Well, thank you. But my ferns are looking kind of peaked. They're, this time of year. I try to keep them to the next year, but what's his channel called? Whose channel? I missed something. You mean Daryl's channel, Kelly? Or whose channel? I missed it because I'm too busy talking, Kelly. Um, I was here before a few weeks ago chatting to you, but didn't catch a live video with you since until today. I know. I remember you, Sula. I know. I always remember my friends here. Um, where's the cats? Um, Yesterday, before I went to bed, I found the little there. They have a tunnel with a house and it disconnects. Well, I was touching it with a hanger and Fifi was just like, "Meh," she's mean. And I was just touching with the hanger and then she pushed that thing out and she got me right in the leg with her claws. Like when you do that, it's like blood everywhere. I was like, good God, you're a mean cat. So I did get her on my lap because every once in a while she wants to be lovey dovey. And I did cut her paw on her left side. I have to get the right side. Her nails are just too long and they're always sharpening them in that cardboard. So it's nice to be remembered. Yep, I do remember my friends on here. In fact, I don't see Justin or Mrs. Paula. I'm going to call all these people out. Yeah, there is good fishing here.
Coffee delivery.
There's good fishing here, right, Daryl?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Daryl likes to go fishing, but you know what? He can't take me fishing because I don't sit still in the boat. I nearly tipped the boat off, and nothing's happening to the dog. It's perfectly fine. They see me. But uh, we went to Yellow Creek, and I don't shut up. So he's like, "You got to be quiet when we go fishing." And my brother, the one I am his caregiver, he is very serious about um, fishing. You don't mess around with fishing. So he took my older son when he was about 5 or 6, and he wouldn't be quiet, so he threw him in the river. He was a little kid. He ruined his shoes and everything. Uh, do they run around freely or are they house cats? Well, Mister goes out the cat door. Jake used to. He's 15 now. He doesn't really go outside very far, but they always bring me things back. And when Jake first started, the older cat, when he first started doing, I would be at the dining room table in the morning, figure out what I'm gonna do for the day. And I moved my foot around, like, what the heck is that? He had like a mouse, a mole, and then one time, I guess it was the animal was shocked and it was like playing dead. And then I touched it with my foot and I'm like, oh, he brought me another gift. And it started running around. It was the ugliest little creature ever. So it wasn't a mole and it wasn't a mouse. I don't know what the heck that thing was. And Daryl wasn't home. So, women, So I got a little bucket and put over it, but trying to put a piece of cardboard under it to take him back outside. Oh, and what was I going to say? Oh, one day Levi was in the house and I said, Daryl, he has something in his mouth. He goes, yeah, he has a toy. I said, no, he doesn't have a toy because it was going squeak, 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 squeak like that. And it wasn't a squeaky toy that I ever bought. So here they found a nest of, this was in the spring, they found a nest of baby bunnies and he just had it in his mouth. He was just holding it. He didn't hurt it or anything. He was just holding it. And I said, he has something in his mouth. And then I looked, I said, Daryl, he has a bunny rabbit in his mouth. So Daryl had to pry his mouth open, but he didn't hurt it. He was just playing with it. And I had to keep them away from the hostas. I don't know why a bunny rabbit would make her little nest area in a yard with 3 basset hounds. I don't know. I think that Mama was not checking out the scenery too good. Let me see where else. Let me see what else you guys said. Sula, hit the notification button. It will let you know when Sally's on. Yeah, my dogs run around freely too. I don't put them in a crate. They're spoiled. Yes, I have hit the notification button. I just didn't get time to go online when Sally, yeah, because I'm early in the morning. I'm crazy. But that's the only time you can do sunrises in the morning. Me and your brother get along very, yes, you would. You throw me in the river too? Okay, it's on the subscribe button. Oh, there she is. I was just saying, I said, my normals aren't here because Sula said she's so happy I remembered her. And I said, well, I don't see my Mrs. Paula. And then Kelly came on, and I don't see Justin. I guess he decided this is one of those days that he wants to watch TV. Because Justin told me, Sally, sometimes I'm not going to be on here. I have to watch TV. Oh, Matthew says, thanks, Joey. Hi, Paula. Hi, Kelly. That's from Sula. And what's a shrew? A shrew. Um, hmm. What food is your favorite? What food is your state famous for? Hmm. Well, we have Heinz ketchup here, and we have Bear aspirin. Uh, I don't know about food. Good morning, Paula. What food is our area known for, Daryl? Hi, everyone. Hi, Big D. Oh, the bunnies? Yeah, he didn't hurt the bunny. He just had his mouth and it was going squeak, squeak. Welcome to the community, Thomas. Thanks, Dee. Hi, Thomas from Paula. Hello from Arizona. Paula, I was telling him, Kelly, I was telling Thomas, I've seen pictures of sunrise and sunsets from Arizona, and they are just breathtaking because I have a friend on here who's a DoorDasher, Fran. She does sunsets, and she has it where she just watch the sun go down. Philly cheesesteak, yeah, that's Philadelphia. Philly cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, but I don't know about around here. We have it's really weird. They have sandwiches that they put coleslaw and French fries on. I don't know. They said don't knock it till you try it. I've never tried it. Um, this is a good place. Oh, I'm a good place. Jasmine's at it again. Yeah, Primanti's. Primanti's probably with the coleslaw. It's like a sandwich, and then they add on coleslaw and French fries, which I guess it's to save time. I don't know. What is Primanti's? It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant that also has a bar and stuff too. And they started that coleslaw on the sandwich. I don't know. I never had that. Daryl and I don't eat out very much. Um, we're kind of homebodies, probably because we can't afford it. But I really like when Maddie took my son was home and he took us to my favorite restaurant. There's only one left in the area. It's called Max and Irma's, and it's just a good vibe restaurant. They have old pictures and stuff on the walls. And do you hear that? That's Jake. Jake actually came upstairs to see me. Um, but it was like I always think like, okay, if it's $60 or $100, we could buy groceries for that much. They are famous for their hoagies. Okay, might be good. I think my state is famous for whiskey, Tennessee. Oh, Daryl's best friend came over yesterday, and we showed him that Winking Devil whiskey that's made right about an hour away from here in Gibsonia. Oh my goodness, that's a big boy whiskey. It's not like do you all say soda? I say pop. Now both of my sons started saying soda. I said, what's a soda? I knew what he meant, but yeah, I think it all depends. Yeah, I say, give me some pop. But yeah, there's a lot of like whenever the floor is slippery, we say slippy. Watch the floor is slippy. And we don't say, what are you all gonna do? Like, y'all and that. They say yins. YINZ. What are yins doing today? What are yins doing? That's why a lot of people wear t-shirts that say, I'm from Pittsburgh, home of the yins or something. But I try to speak proper English as an example for my students. But hey, I'm like rambling on here. So how about we get started with the word of God here? Let's see what we're going to do today. Let's see where we're going today. I got the books out. Um, okay. So, let's see. It says joy. So I guess that's what I'm reading today. Um, Y'all ready to go? I lived in this area for all my life and I've never spoken like that. That's weird.